Alright, should be live. Just make sure. I'll be live in a second here. Yes, annoying. Alright, someone has arrived. Okay, so we are live. Awesome. In that case, give me a second here. You know what? Nah, it's easier to do on here. Okay. Do 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 do. Awesome. Got a couple people here already. It's awesome. Just give me a minute here. Can I post some promo? I probably could. Or plugs, maybe. Oh, you know what? I might not have the ability to add like Lucid Div. Yeah, that's the problem. I have to do it in like the one chat because of how it is. I could get that fixed at some point. Power rankings, I guess. Okay, cool. So that's good. Let me just post this in like a couple of other places, and then we'll get started. Just so that this is for Fever or Lucid. So I only do Lucid. I could do Fever maybe in the future, but considering whoops, we don't want this up, and that's for later. Okay. This is the match we want to see. So I only do Lucid, but I could do Fever in the future, potentially. I just don't know how much time I have for that. I'm also not as familiar with the teams as I am with Lucid, considering it's the league I play in. So I typically only do this for that. Give me a second here. Okay, cool. That should fix that. Awesome. And boom. So just, yeah, give me 2 seconds here. And then I will be ready. Okay, should be good. Oh, no, one more place. Here we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna start with your battle. I believe we are opening up with this. This is the first one I can find. So we're gonna open up with Inuzuman versus Inuzman versus Suki, I believe. Yes, that's what we're gonna open up with. Then we'll go to a couple of the other games I do have up around here. So this is what we're gonna do. I believe we should have, think stream. Cool. This is week 3. Oh, my bad. Cool. You know what? I must have closed the wrong battle. So this is a preview of the mons for next week. Give me a minute here. Let me get the actual one. Thank God I didn't progress with that. I was gonna say I didn't think that was the one I wanted to do. I think it was this. Is this the one I wanted? No, I wanted myself versus Bragda. That's the one I wanted to open with, because I'm gonna do it in like the order of Oh yeah. Okay, that's like the cutoff. So myself versus Bragda. Here we go. This is the one I want. I typically do it in division order. Yeah. Not division order. What should we call it? I do it in pool order, and I kind of go from like first to last. Typically, I also open with my battle, but I'm not going to be doing that this week, as it was a forfeit loss. Like mid-battle, due to like an incorrect Terra. So I don't think there's really any point in showing it. So yeah, for anyone, actually, nobody's coming for the YouTube video. I'll just like mention that at the start of my next one. So yeah. So we're going to open up with this battle here. We'll get to you in a minute. But yeah, so this is how we're going to start. We got a couple people in the stream. It'll probably only go on as time goes along. So yeah, we'll go from there. So the first thing that I'm seeing here, I got to check these teams. So what exactly do we see here? First of all, it seems like a really A lineup from myself, kind of just bringing most of the main threats. No Terra Captain. Oh, no, we do see Alcremie. We see the Houndstone. Alright, so I'm going to review this one, and I'll be right back. But we're going to do the first game first, just because I want to get at least one in before I have to take a break. Taking a break would suck this early. But yeah. Really A lineup. We see no Lycanroc, but I think that makes sense, as it's really hard to bring into like Great Tusk. And it also kind of loses to Ogre. Hard to bring in a couple of mons there, so I could see that. It is good versus the Enam, which is interesting. Terra Blaziken is here, which is alongside Terra Appleton, so we have both potential Terra Caps there. A little surprised not to see the Asui and Electrode, as I think that's really good this game. So that shocks me slightly. So yeah, alright, so let's see what the Terra Caps are here. Right, let's do that. Alright, so the Alcremie is Terra Water. Okay, so more of a bulk set. Same with Terra Steel and the Appleton, and the Blaziken is also Terra Steel. So double Terra Steel. I'm really interested to see Terra Steel on the Blaziken. I guess that's to beat Qianpao plus D-Speed. So that's kind of interesting, is that both of the main offensive mons here get shut down by Terra Steel, which is kind of interesting. Alright, so we got lead Houndstone. What was that expecting? Maybe it was expecting like a lead Bronzong, trying to go for rocks. It also probably beats lead Great Tusk. It just kind of clicks Willow. That's my guess. But I don't actually know. Yeah, so just immediately switch into Hydreigon here. Makes sense. And we see the Dark Pulse. Cool. Assuming we're not going to see immediate Terra Water, right? Let's see. We don't see that. Perfect. So, Acid Armor. Okay. CM. Interesting. Choosing not to Terra here. But I don't think you need to necessarily, right? Unless you're worried about crit. There's a chance that the Terra is being saved until something dies. I'd pop Terra now, because I don't think you want to worry about getting crit. Unless, this is the only Terra Captain you have. And you're doing nothing, dude. Oh, and it's Rocky Helmet. I don't know if this thing even gets mileage. Unless, like, what's the fourth move? Because if the fourth move's, like, Terra Blast Water, I think you have to Terra here, do you not? Because you're losing ground here. How much does that heal? 19, 16 off rock. Yeah, you're only healing 3% off that. And it's not going to do much more. Stored power. Okay, that makes sense. Duh. I'm surprised at how little that did. Yeah, that IDEF was bad. That's unfortunate. I think you just gyro ball. Oh, did he run out of gyro balls? Is that what's happening? Yeah, out of gyro balls. Okay, that makes sense. Cudgel has a high crit chance. No crit. Cudgel having a high crit chance. Another reason why I think you should have just Terra'd. Because I get you're worried about High Dragon, but I think at this point in the game you shouldn't be worried about like any of that stuff. And this is a free Draining Kiss here. Yeah, so now you're back at like a bajillion health. Is this just a lead 6-0? Is that what this is? Yeah, here's the Terra Steel. Jin. Man, that did nothing. And this is Helmet 2. Terra Boss is solid, so I have to spam Stored Power. But you're dead anyways, yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the decision not to Terra, because it doesn't look like it's going to matter in the end. Like, I don't think there's anything that can be done here. Yeah, everything's just going to die. But I don't necessarily understand the decision not to Terra here. Just because it like, you're slightly less crit. Yeah, can't get one crit, exactly. Like, the crit wouldn't have mattered if it was, like, Gyro Ball Bronzong hitting a water type, or if it was Ogerpon Water hitting, like, a water type. Because Ivy Cudgel has a high crit chance. So I think Terra Water was always the right play there. I get you were probably worried about High Dragon, but at that point, you're just like, it's a guaranteed win. So that's just a 6-0 for Alcremie. That's pretty cool. Tough first game. Yeah, I know, right? I have the ability to do the second one now, so I think I'm going to. I was like, we'll get one in, but no, it's just a 6-0 sweep. So yeah, I mean, not really much could have been done there on Bragda's end. This thing just kind of swept. Once IDEF and Kamon got set up once, I think I would have gone Terra Water for myself there. Remember? But that's about it. Like, I mean, they still won, and they still 6-0'd, so it's not like it mattered in the end, but it would have made you... It would have been slightly less crit prone. So, there's that. So yeah, I think I'll just immediately go into another one here, which now I believe is Suki versus Lucy, so let me find that game quickly. Oh no, Suki... I think that's Suki Awesome Guy is week 2. What did you say? No, I think... Yeah, Suki versus Awesome Guy is week 2, so we'll do that one. That'll be our next battle. So that should be this. Alright, so... Let me just double check, make sure this is the right battle, because at the time of recording this, I'm pretty sure all week 3 battles are done. Including my own. I just played it recently. That one will be next week. So we will be able to show that one next week. Just want to make sure. What's it here? Yeah, okay. Suki Punk Rock. An Awesome Guy is Lufer. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, awesome. So we see Terra Garg, Terra Glowbro, and Terra Magnezone, Terra Scizor are the teams that are at hand here. So Terra Magnezone is here, and we have both potential Terra Captains on Suki's end. So there's that. Just on first looks, Valiant looks really strong this game. It does lose to Uxie early, but if it is, it could definitely carry E-Ball and handle the Azu and the Quag. So if this is like a CM Val, I think this thing's in a really good position to sweep if they can handle the Uxie. Uxie gets handled pretty well by Samu. Terra Garg, depending on the Terra here, let's see what Terra we get. Terra Garg, everything is fairy except for Garg, which is electric. Is that what I'm seeing? So Terra Electric Garg is really interesting. Terra Electric Garg, I don't know if that's fantastic because it still loses to Kyurem. Oh, your game? Awesome. Yeah. So I don't know about Terra Electric Guard being awesome, and the Terras on this end, we have Terra Flying Mag, which makes sense. Terra Flying Mag is slightly better versus Val, which is cool. It is worse to Thundy, but Thundy's not really a problem when you have Quag, so that's okay. Though Grass Knot is something you have to worry about, and then it also loses to Kyurem. And that beats... I don't know. Terra Flying is just mostly probably a reversal. I don't know if we'll necessarily see that. Alright, so Thundy, Azu lead here. Do we just see lead T-Wave? Immediate into Quagsire. Okay, interesting. Yo, if this guy had Grass Knot, that's the most... That's crazy, by the way. I mean, obviously you have to predict the T-Wave there, but I think you always go Magnezone, because if this guy Grass Knots and your Quag dies turn 1, then you just lose the Val, I think. If it manages to CM. That was a crazy play. And then double into Kyurem. There's the Grass Knot, so check for the Grass Knot. Do you outspeed? Yeah, no, you just get guaranteed parried here, which sucks. But, I mean, okay, Ice Beam killing this is fine. Kyurem's done its job now, because Kyurem loses to, like, Tauros, Val. Like, Kyurem gets kind of crapped on this game, but now that it's killed that, you can rely on something like Mag, which just hits really hard this game, or even Azu. Like, Belly Drum Azu looks insane this game. I don't even think that's the worst trade of all time. I mean, okay, so Val comes in for free here. That's the one bad thing, is that Val does just kill. And then, you know what? That's fine, actually. Sacking that's okay, and bringing it in the zone. You have to worry about the fighting move here, so... Suki has to... There's a couple of different things that Suki has to worry about here. Fighting move into Terra Flying is obviously the play, which means Terra Blast Flying is probably coming out. So I'm going to Glowbro if it's bulky. It could also be offensive, but considering this team's, like... build here, I think it's more bulky probably. Then you could probably double into Samu to get spikes up. Yeah, okay, correct play. There's the Terra Flying. Flash Cannon though. Oh, you know what? That's super effective too. Duh. That sucks, because now this is another switch. Asta. Nice. Oh my god. I mean, it's analytic obviously, but it's also very clearly choice specs. That's tough. I think you sack something, then go for the Terra Electric on Garg. But I don't even know if that works. Specs Magazone's insane, dude. So much. Goes into Quag is interesting. I guess this thing outspeeds. But I don't know what you're worried about there. I think you just click. I guess worried about taking damage because maybe this is the Val answer. I can get that. I'm surprised he was willing to sack it there. Here comes the Val. This Val is very clearly Energy Ball. It's not. He just Moonblasted. Okay, I mean, I guess it 2-Kos, but you have to, yeah, switch out the Quag, go to Uxie here, obvious. I think this should have been obvious. I don't know. Maybe Suki could have read that. I don't know what this moveset is. I would have gone, yeah, so, like, the Samurott here, I think I would have doubled on the last turn, because I want to get Ceaseless up. Because spikes prevent Quag from really coming back. And, yeah, these three don't care about it, but Azu does. I mean, you just get a knock here. Yeah, see, like, even if you knocked 1v1 versus that thing, knock's so good. Because knock removes specs from zone. It removes Quag from the field. Yeah, like, knock's just a really good play there. I don't know. I would have doubled. I think when you're in this position, because hypothetically you could be like, well, Suki's ahead. Not really. Because every time zone comes in on the right mon, you have to pick a sack. And that's really tough. Obviously, Val is so good at this point. But the Kyurem didn't need to do anything. Quag being dead is very good, by the way. Yeah, specifically for that Terra Electric Garg. Although I think Terra Electric Garg probably 1v1s it anyways. So now Azu gets to come in. Is there any downside to going... So if you go Tauros, you can probably, like, again, but I don't know. There's a chance he reads that. You could look-y go for a spike here, but I think that's risky. Maybe the right place go Garg then Terra. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Flip. Okay. We do see... Okay, Paldean Tauros. This is probably a sack, but getting the Intimidate on is good for the future. Play Rough comes out, and now you go Garg and Terra, right? Or Glowbro? Which is Terra Fairy, I think we saw. Does he Terra Fairy the Glowbro here? No, he just Sludge Bombs. Okay. Goes to the poison, gets the regen health off. Wait, does he get the regen health off? Yes, because it was low. It was low, so that is regen. Magic Room! That's the one that disables items, right? Is that for, like, booster... What's that for? Oh, wait. Is that to, like, disable the specs on his own Magnezone? No. Knock off. It was to disable... Oh! It was to disable Choice Band on Azu so that it could Belly Drum. Oh. That's a really cool tech, actually. I like that. Yeah, that sucks. Do you win anyways, though? I think the game's over. This is a bad switch, is it not? Doesn't it just die? Yeah. I don't think that crit mattered. That's a +6 Azu. I don't care if you're like max phys def. Does that even matter? Like, this is... I'm assuming we're talking max attack adamant, because I'm assuming the idea was like sleep with Aqua Jet from Choice Band. Yeah, +6 always kills, even if you're max defense, max HP. So I don't get that switch. Play rough? No, he just goes for lick. I mean, liquidation kills anyways. Dies to Rocky Helmet. Oh, you know what? Maybe he sacks that so he can get the Rocky Helmet chip. And then he hopes he can sweep with this. I guess that's the idea because of Magic Room. Yeah, but now this just kills. Okay, so that Magic Room set... So Magic Room, while the funny didn't work, it actually did mean that right here, he had to sack this. So if, like, let's just say he kills this here and then Glowbro's alive, you don't have to worry about the scenario with Mag there. Oh, no, you do. I guess you go there and you guarantee 2-ko it. Though this thing probably just comes back in Jets. Or no, this thing's dead. So yeah, that Magic Room really did matter, because if that thing's still alive, then you can at least eat one hit from Mag and probably kill it. Because how much did that, Moonblast do? 47? So maybe not. It depends on what the Glowbro set is, I guess. But it's defensive, so probably not. So I don't think it mattered, but it's interesting that there's a prospect where there's a world where Magic Room actually won you the game there. Yeah, had to say. Magic Room is definitely a tech. I haven't really seen Magic Room, but I guess it's cool. Yeah, Uxie has some, like, crazy tech. I love Uxie. It's so versatile, and that makes it so much fun. It sets up all sorts of weird stuff, and it's bulky. Like, you can pretty much make Uxie do whatever you want for a week, and that's a really cool thing about it. Alright, I'm gonna turn up the music a bit, so that you guys have something to do while I am gone. I'm going to be right back. Maybe like a couple, like 10-ish minutes. I gotta go do some stuff, but I'll be back, and we'll continue the rest of the stream. We're so back. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so you drafted it solely for Uxie is crazy, by the way. No, why did everyone leave? I mean, it makes sense. I like disappeared. Should say I'm back, by the way. Okay, cool. Oh. Oh, someone's still here. Ah. Guess my thing's bugged. Okay. It's cool to see a couple of you are still here. Weird. Okay. Let's get back to this. So, next battle we have, I guess that would be Lucy versus Inu. So that's probably up here somewhere. It's probably one of the earlier ones. Here we go. Alright, so we see, geez. So we see the H.O. Lucy team. We see the Terra Doug trio. Woo! And the Terra bundle. So they're both here. I like this team. I like how it's different from the first one, too. I like how Lucy preps different teams. But I like the teams. It's cool. And then we have Inu. So Inu's definitely going very sand heavy this game. No Pult is kind of crazy, by the way. But I guess I could see it. So we have double Intimidate this game, which is interesting. I guess, and Arcanine's not even necessarily Intimidate, by the way. There's a bunch of different things that we could see here. Fully expected electric terrain in her part. No. I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like, if you're running sand, then, like, your strongest thing is ground types. So I don't think electric terrain's a good bring. I mean, I guess the only reason it'd be a good bring is, like, bundle. But, like, Raichu's bad, Boulder's bad. Pincurchin is just kind of, like, a sitting duck this battle. So it really only benefits bundle, and I guess Sneasler. But Sneasler does not great versus, like, Pult. So I can get why she didn't bring it. She probably wanted to have a little more versatility on the team. I like what she brought. See Sneasler, yeah. Alright, and then you've got pretty standard sand course. So let's see what the Terras are. We have... I'm bad at life. Okay. You... Ground fly. So you've got your two potential Terra captains. Terra Normal, so Terra Normal E-Speed. Got it. And Terra Ground Lottie? Okay. That's to beat electric types in E-Terrain. Gotcha. So that's not... We probably won't see that Terra then. So I'm expecting the Terra Normal has to be an Arcanine if I'm Lucy here. Terra Fight on the bundle, I don't agree with. At all, really. If I'm being honest. What's that to beat like T-Tar? I would have rather just run Terra Water and Terra Blasted it twice, I think. And then the Dougie is Terra Ground. So it's either not meant to Terra, or she just wants to trap things and get really strong Earthquakes off. Let's play. U-turn turn 1. Because this is the one thing that beats Dougie, so that makes sense. Get the advantage. And we do see this. Focus Blast. Yeah. Yep. Gotta go Hitmontop there. Now we go Hitmontop. Yeah, Focus Blast or Hypnosis or anything there is always going to be bad. I don't think you really want to sack Exca. Because in Sand, I think Excadrill's just so strong this match. We were both Scarfed. Oh! Interesting. Does Scarfed really one-shot? And then you also have to worry about potential Sash. But are you like Scarf guaranteed one shot? Were you like Adamant Scarf? What was the deal there? Scarf Drill. So you were like Scarf Sand Force. 66% already. Oh. I'm stupid. I kind of forgot about the U-turn. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I get that then. All right. So when it comes to Fortress, CC does 33%. Do we see helmet? No helmet. Lefties though, so we do know the item. And T-Tars to switch in. Interesting. Is this because like Gyro Ball doesn't do much? I think I would have gone Arc. Yeah, actually, why don't you just go Arcanine here? Because isn't that a free fire move? There's no fire resist on this team. You gotta attack them where they can't defend, especially when you're behind. Like, if your drill's down, like, you're behind, I think you need to make plays like going hard Arcanine here and just firing off a Flare Blitz. Because what's Fortress gonna do to an Arcanine? Sneasler comes out. Why? Oh, okay. Balloon. That knock is crazy. That's a banded T-Tar if I've ever seen one. So, banded, no Sand Rock is interesting. No Smooth Rock. That is 38% from the Sneasler. Okay. So, you can just Roost here. Yep. Nice. Roost twice. Oh, no. You don't get another chance to. That's okay. And then comes the Darkrai. So, Darkrai can have, like, Thunderbolt here. But I don't know how much that you could potentially be worried about. It's not Sneasler. It's just very frail without Seed. Seriously. Wow. I would have assumed it was banded off that. That's crazy. Trick the Scarf. Okay, I see the vision. You probably saw that too. Okay, so that was a good hard switch then. And Rapid Spin does something there. This thing's dead. Okay, I don't necessarily agree with the Terra Ground there because, I mean, I guess it doesn't kill without it probably is the idea. Okay, I guess that's fine then. E-Speed, yeah. No, save this. Save this. Come on. You can still trap like a T-Tar and kill it after sacking something. You could have saved the Dugtrio. You should have known the E-Speed was coming. Like, there's no way this can kill me. Dude, literally read Terra Normal. That feels mean. But, like, no. Like, you could read that as Terra Normal, and therefore I know this thing is E-Speed. Like, I can guarantee you this thing is E-Speed. So, I think you saved the Dougie here. I guess there's no real switch-in. But what does Darkrai do, right? Because it beats Lottie, that's it, out of these last three. And Bundle just does that fine. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with sacking the Dougie. Because here comes the Darkrai, and you just go Lottie here in the Focus Blast. Yeah, because it's Scarfed. And you know that's... You get a Draco. Staying in... Oh, wait, it's not Scarfed. Right. It tricked it. Staying in's kind of crazy, by the way. But now you win. Yeah, I wouldn't want that chip on Darkrai. Assault Vest Darkrai coming in clutch. I don't think you're in as much trouble as you think you are. I think Arcanine's in a really good position. The main problem is the bundle, but if you can get bundle low at all, which like you should have an opportunity to, I think a T-Tar from full should live anything from a bundle. Triple Axle. There you go. You get your Roost up. Perfect. Here comes the bundle. Please tell me you went for damage. Ah. Yeah, I think you have to worry about potential U-turn there. Or even just a hard switch because she realizes that she's not going to get the crit here. Or that she has to get a crit here to, like, really break through Corv. So I think you go for damage because if bundle comes in like it did here, I personally would have brought in... I think 4 just would have been what I predicted. But if you get any damage on bundle here, then again, you could just kind of win with Hisui and Arcanine. Here comes the Ice Beam. I mean, you're going to get damage off anyways, which is cool. And then you go T-Tar. T-Tar gets a free rock move here. Yeah, Stone Edge is going to do over half, most likely. Knock just does so much too. Are you Black Glass? No, you are just Smooth Rock. Dang, how strong is T-Tar? I thought Serena was bulkier than that. Arc was not choice, so I had this as long as you could chip bundle. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking here. Oh, that core switch is actually kind of good for you, because you live... Yeah, as long as she misses the Hydro Pump. In comes the T-Tar. That miss cost her the game. No. I don't think it did, because even if Bundle dies there, you just go this. Yep, and there's like that 45% and you win. You're fine. Game's over now. Do you happen to know if Bundle Hydro Pump... She's playing it like it's... No, it was Booster Energy. Do you happen to know if that Bundle Hydro Pump killed your T-Tar from, like, full? Because I think that really determines if the miss matters. Terraing and Doug Trio is such a giant misplay. Yeah, that's what I really think it came down to. Because, like, I don't know. Like, maybe they... I think it was probably Banded. It was probably Sand Force is what it actually was, right? Or no, it was Arena Trap, duh. It was probably Banded. So I'm assuming that Hitmontop's dead. Hard switching this thing in? I wouldn't have done that. I mean, I don't think there's anything this thing could do, but maybe body press or something. I would have gone Corv just for absolute safety and then just slow turned into this if this thing was rapid spitting. But I get the idea there. This thing is going to go down. Alright, cool. So, yeah, it came down to a couple of things. I was gone for a little bit back now. I don't think so, not in Sandstorm. Yeah, okay. So then, I don't think the Hydro Pump miss mattered so much. I think if you had just... If that thing goes down, you just go T-Tar, and you click a knockoff, and that should put it within range of Bundle. And Bundle has to land 3 Hydro Pumps there, right? Or no, it could just Ice Beam. Yeah, so I don't think that miss on Corv was too huge. It also takes Sand Chip, so what you could really do there if you wanted... No, you just sack it. And that's fine. So yeah, I think you're okay, no matter what there. Was Hand KO one of my favorite mon? I mean, I would have killed it with Arcanine. I'm just saying, like, I would have gone Corv, U-turned, and then, like, into Arcanine. Just so that you guarantee don't take any damage, is all I'm saying. But yeah, I get that. Remember a little bit back down. Cool. Alright, alright, still got some viewers. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to... That's all for Pool A. Got through that nice and fast. Let's go on to Pool B. So Pool B's games, we lead off with... I believe it's the Magnezones versus the Gracideas. I believe is what it is. So let me look for Pink Bear Velvind. Pink Bear Velvind. There we go. Okay, oops. There we go. Do that. Now do this. Now go here. There we go. No, what? There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we really see a full-on Sun team this time around. With that potential Terra Hoopa, potential Terra Lando, so 2 potential Terras. Always love the both potential Terras. And then we see the, we see Pink Bears here. Do we have both potential Terras there too? No, we only have the Lottie. But, alright, so a lot of things here. No Tentacruel. I think, like, AV Tentacruel's kind of cool here. But I guess it potentially gets beaten by the Sunmons. I don't actually know. Lottie looks good this game off the bat. Ogre looks really good in Sun, right? Just kind of clicks buttons. Gliscor's obviously really good at walling some of the stuff here, except, like, pretty much most things get walled except for, like, the Wake. Setting up spikes is something interesting this game, too. Wonder if we'll see, like, Terra Ghost on the Lottie. I'd bring, like, Terra Ghost here to spin block. I think that's a really cool option. I guess we'll see what happens here. All right, let's hop into it. Ah, I forgot to mute it again. Okay, is that Terra Dragon Lilligant? Oh, wait, he just chooses random Terras, right? On the Monster Camp Terra? Yeah, okay, cool. So, Terra... Water Lando. And Terra Steel Hoopa. Oh, wait, no, it's Pink Bear. Pink Bear, my bad. Terra Steel Lottie. Alright, and then Terra Psychic Hoopa and Terra Fire Lando. Okay. So we see Lead Gator here. Against Sun Torkoal, so probably just... Lead DD. Does this guy love Lead DD Gator? Because this is the second week in a row that he's done that. Why does he keep on bringing DD Gator, too? I don't think it's been, like, that great either game. Free rocks, okay. Are free rocks bad? Free rocks are very bad. That's just free chip on Ogre. And now you die to Solar Beam. Oh, no, you don't. You're bulky set, I guess. Ice Punch, okay. And in the sun, this thing's weakens. Ice Punch again. DD on the B press. Try and get some extra. Oh no, you've got a water move in here. This will do a lot. That crit might have mattered. I think that crit probably mattered. I mean, higher BP, +1. An extra +1? Yeah, that definitely mattered. No. Maybe not. I think it mattered. Anybody in chat want to run the calc for me? Tell me if that mattered. That crit too? That's unfortunate. I mean, that would have killed regardless. You know what? Let me just run the calc quickly. What is it here? Corviknight. OU physically defensive. Let's get a Feraligatr. Are you Dragon Dance? +1. Alright, so Ice Punch is doing 31 to 37. So that's about what we were seeing there. So this is probably proper. At +2, Liquidation is doing 70 to 83. So the crit definitely mattered. Okay. That crit sucks then. Solar Blade, yep. Makes sense. Just collect the kill. So yeah, that makes sense. We see Terra Steel on Lottie here. Again, makes sense. And I would have gone for the CC there. It mattered. I see 91 max from Adamant. Yeah, that's the calc I'm getting. You know what? I didn't even run Adamant. Yeah. Adamant, I'm getting like about the same calc. So yeah. Probably the exact same. We're calculating the same thing. Alright, cool. What do you need? Yeah, we did the calc. Okay, there's the CC. Oh, so it didn't even matter. Why CM on the Lottie here? This thing outspeeds and CCs immediately afterwards. Were we expecting a switch? I think that CC is just a bad play. Or sorry, not the CC. CC was always the correct play. The bad play was choosing to... and then bringing this in on something that's going to get triple axled. Dude, why isn't the Rachi coming in? Like, come on, man. I don't like any of these plays, if I'm being real with you. I don't know. Not exactly... I don't exactly agree with these plays here. I think you're just letting this thing get more kills than it needs to. I mean, sure, now you come in and kill this thing, but, like, wouldn't you rather have had this while the sun was up? Like, imagine you killed this and then got this in while the sun was still up. This thing's a monster. I mean, Protect's interesting. And now Ivy cut. I don't know, man. This thing just got a free SD. You could have gone Gliscor previous turn. Why are we going Rachi? Dude, Rachi dies. Dude, you have a Gliscor. Why did we go Jirachi there? I'm really confused by these plays. I don't know what's going on, man. Crit, okay. Sub Gliscor. Sub doesn't even help you. Do you have Protect? No Protect? Okay. No, go on and go to the end here. I can't be the only one confused by this battle a little bit. So I don't really know what the plan was here. Sacking mons that didn't need to get sacked. The Protect there confused me too. I guess it was to scout what Lando's doing, but Gliscor should always wall a Lando. Like, I feel like that's kind of... I mean, if you're gonna die to Walking Wake, I feel like if you're gonna have a goal here as the Gliscor, you should beat a Lando. I think Velvin played well, by the way. So, shoutouts to Velvin for just, you know, playing... The SD there was the right play. Because even if this thing then dies to the Gliscor, it should be over. Because... Yeah. I don't even know if it's over. But, I mean, I guess you at least kill the Ogre. Now, Ogre probably comes... Ogre might not even kill this. We don't know what Ogre does. I mean, Ogre just Ivy Cuddles, I guess, so you go Wake and kill it. I don't know. Game definitely could have gone differently. I think that was still within Pink Bear's win range, but I think Pink Bear honestly had this game. I don't think he played particularly well, but I don't know. All right. With that, I am going to open the next battle, which let me check, see what that should be. That, I believe, should be... Oh, that is going to be... So that's going to be Dylan versus Sengi. That's next week. Hitsu. Sengi Dylan. Okay, here we are. Let's go. Oh, whoops, wrong. Okay, sorry about that. Sengi Dylan. That's history. We don't want the history. Got a giant error there. That's what I'm making. I'm making errors. Okay. So here we go. I also have watched this battle. But I don't remember way too much about it. So Sengi here has pretty conventional team. Let me make sure I mute this just so that we can get... Okay, so we see Terra types. Terra Dragon Curm, I believe it was meant to be Terra Ground, and the Terra was just forgotten, which sucks. But Terra Dragon is not exactly bad this game. If you look at the opponent's team, I mean, nothing on that team switches into Dragon. Like, I mean, Avery Gudra H is what you're looking for. Sengi's got Terra Steel, Hisui, and Gudra, which I don't think is much use. So the goal is probably to go with the Terra Ground Moth, is what I'm thinking opening this battle. So we see lead SR, which makes sense. I don't think T-Tar can do anything here that Glim is scared of, especially if it's like a Sash Glim. But T-Tar doesn't really have anything to fear from Glimora other than hazards going up. Which, considering there is no hazard removal, I do believe this makes sense. What? Alright, so another DD is interesting. And now an Earth Power. Oh, so Earth Power there into Sash. Rather, to ask me a question. And there we go. So now you get a bunch of free setup here. This T-Tar is slightly scary, but if you have priority... No, Ice Shard is potential on Cure. And we just see Crunch here. Now you have 2 layers of T-Spike up. Moth can get rid of that. But Aloe is just going to protect here. Okay. And this thing is a Smooth Rock DD set. Okay. Scald's just going to kill, and this thing can heal for free because regen. It's, doesn't matter if it's low. We see the hard switch into Glow King, which makes perfect sense. Light screen, is this a dual screen Zapdos? No, light screen plus Tailwind. So support Zapdos. Chilling Water. The Chilling Water here makes somewhat sense because you could see a U-turn into, like, Garg. And in which case, Chilling Water makes the Eat an Earthquake Chilly situation a lot easier. Which I like a lot. Toxic there, Sui and Guja does come in. And Dragon Pulse is going to do, like, nothing. I think the most you're worried about there is Earthquake, and even then you should live. And right into Dirge. Moth comes right in. So T-Spikes are gone, and in comes the Torch Song. So this thing is obviously going to Terra Blast ground here. Which means Dirge is going to switch out into the Gligar. Sub is a problem. Yes, Sub is a problem here. You see Fire Dance, so the Gligar is dead. No Terra Blast ground is kind of interesting. So we go right into the Glow King. We're expecting Terra Blast ground. No Terra Blast. And it dies. So I don't get Sangi's thought process here. Terra Blast ground is always the correct play. Like, no matter what. Get your damage off. Terra Steel Guja only helps you beat Kyurem so often before it gets EP'd. Or you lose to Dirge, which is just going to Torch Song. Like, I don't think there's any reason to not Terra ground there. And there's the EP. This is a free Toxic into Hard Switch. Right into the Aloe, probably. Yep. And now you... that does more than you'd like it to. Because you have to switch again here. Protect is going to allow you Toxic Chip. Is nice. And just switch right into Kyurem, because Kyurem is going to Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is free here. You don't have to worry about switching at all, like, even if he switches. Sacks the Gastro, which I don't think is the right call. I think Gastro actually did solid for the rest of the team. And then sacks the Zapdos. I mean, I guess it's support dose. But Tailwind's not going to help you. You have two slow guys. You don't care about speed here. So you could have saved that. Terra Steals here, which just means you lose to a Dirge. I don't actually like the Chilling Water there. I would have Chilly Receptioned. Oh, you know what? No, because it was fearing... if you're fearing EQ, which I'm not fearing EQ at this point in the game, by the way. He's not clicked it. If he had EQ, I think he would have clicked it a long time ago. And great Earth Power. That's Earth Power is so free. That's a great Earth Power. Right into the Garg, and the Garg is going to go down, and now you guarantee beat this Goodra. So, right plays by Dylan all around. The only thing I would have changed is potentially Chilly Reception on the Goodra. It didn't end up mattering, but I think it just would have sped up this game slightly more. I don't think the Chilling Water was necessary, since you can pretty much see here that the Goodra does not have Earthquake. But yeah, so good win for Dylan here. It's another battle I'm just not the biggest fan of how Sengi played. Like 2 hours in a row, I'm just not sure. I think tearing the Moth to get Terra Ground's Terra Blast is always the direct play there, unless anybody has anything else in mind as to why he wouldn't want to do that. But yeah, so the last match we're going to go into is two of our top teams from the power rankings, which is going to be Hitsu and Jiminy, which I believe I'm pronouncing right. I think we went over that the last live. So we've got Jiminy versus Hitsu here, which I shall find. Oh, you know what? This might have happened early, because I think they played a week early. Because Hitsu was off on what week it was. I kind of remember that now. I have to find that match then. It's probably a little further back. Pierce Millen. I think that was the right battle. Let's see. Yes, that's the rain team. Okay, perfect. We we got from Hitsu Hitsu here, we have the Val, we have the Pult. So we see the full Val Pult in action. This is looking like OU. We see Blastoise here, which is most likely bulky, I'd say, to deal with the Floatzel. And Bundle is obviously very scary. Does anybody know if Yachi Berry works with Freeze Dry? I think Yachi Berry, like, body press is, like, crazy. Though I'm assuming we're going to see some sort of especially defensive Articuno here meant to handle the Bundle, which does make sense to me. The Terras on this team are the Articuno. So the Articuno could be Terra Steel? I don't know. Articuno might not even want to Terra. I mean, I guess we could check the Terras here immediately, especially when I mute this. So the Terra is... Pierce Millen has that Terra Water Floatzel and a Terra Fairy Bundle. And then we see... Yep, so Terra Ice on the Articuno. That does make sense to me. Maybe to get rid of that flying weakness. So that's something. And that is the only Terra Captain. So we're most likely seeing Terra Ice if we see anything on the art. And then we have a couple of potential Terra Captains coming from, what's his name? Jiminy's side. So, immediately we see Pressure and it activates. So this is a Levitate Weezing. And Terra Ice Freeze Dry does so much! Whoa! Okay. I see you doing some damage. Okay, Toxic is a bit annoying, as if you're trying to live a hit from the Bundle, that is a problem. But this is going to do a million, too. Yeah, okay. So this thing just cooking... Is it like Specs? No, I don't think Specs would have done that little to a Claude. It could be Specs. This thing's dead. Alright, Art. I see you. Save the art. Save the art. Save the art. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Jeez, that thing takes so much. Oh my god. I guess now you go Blastoise. Okay. Is this lefties? Rain Dish. Oh, Rain Dish is a nice little tech. Oh, a Terra Watered. Blastoise, it was nice knowing you, buddy. Bye-bye. Wow. Okay, jeez, dude. I'm assuming we see, like, Protect on Umbreon. Yeah, okay. No, we just sacked the Umbreon. Dang, so Floatzel claims a couple kills himself. But it does allow Pult in. Pult's going to U-turn. I'm assuming we're going to see... Oh, we sacked the Art here. Guess that makes sense. Oh, Articuno doesn't even die. Articuno dies here. So shout out to Articuno for doing very well there. Pult comes back in. The Draco does 51. Ice Beam dies. So I'm assuming that Val doesn't have a move that kills Bundle from that range. Yeah, Moonblast. So potentially no fighting move on the Val here. Psyshock, yep, that makes sense to beat Claude. And are we going to see Shadow Ball here? Do we see Moonblast? We see Moonblast. So, I don't know exactly what set this thing is, but I'm assuming that there was no fighting move on the Val. So, yeah, well played there, by the way, to get those early kills with Articuno. Just put the pressure on immediately. I could potentially see sacking Pelly earlier, so you don't lose so much health on everything as the right play. Didn't you get the damage off of Floatzel a little earlier? And I'd say that health on Claude probably mattered late game. Weezing you can't really predict, but even having Weezing as like a sack helps you switch around a little better. So I don't know how much that would have mattered, but I could see potentially maybe saving a little more health on those ones. But very well played by Hitsu. Just kind of click. Knew the plan. Knew that just letting the Floatzel kill itself was the way to go. And then, yeah, just I'm assuming getting the chip because there's no fighting move on the Val makes sense to me. So, for that is going to be the end of Pool B. We are going to move on to the 2 games in Pool C. Quick reminder that I typically do mine at the beginning of the video, so it would typically only be Pool C. No, Pool C's before mine. Mine's Pool D. So I lied. There will be 3 games in Pool C. So the first game we are going to watch is going to be, I believe, oh, whoops, that's the wrong thing. I want this. It's going to be the, I believe, Junk World versus, I think I've seen Junk Worlds. This is versus Northern Electrode, which is the, is that what Rolling goes by? No, Northern Electrode's someone else's team. Whatever. I'll figure that out. It might be, actually. Rolling might have posted that. Oh, wait, no, this is too high. That's Junk World 10. We want Junk World. Northern Electrode. That is the one it is. So, Junk World Northern Electrode is going to be the battle we go for here. So, this should hopefully be fun. We do that. Okay, cool. I wonder if we'll see a game of the week soon, because currently none of the games have been incredibly close. Though I will say that Wonder Room Tech on, what's his name's team? I forget the exact team name, but I know he's in chat as someone else. Was awesome. I loved seeing that Wonder Room Tech. That's probably game of the week so far for me. All right. So with that, we're gonna go right into the Northern Electrodes game here, which is Rolling versus Junk World here. So Junk World has the opportunity to Terra that Moth, which is what we're gonna see. Brings the bulk core, brings most of the good stuff. Not really surprised here. No Clefable. Is a little surprising to me, as I think Clefable is a good matchup into Gouging Fire, and also does well into Moltres, and CM sets with Unaware can 1v1 a Prim very easily. So it surprises me a little that we don't actually see that. So Gouging Fire does look very scary, especially if that Tusk goes down, and we have seen that it can even beat Tusk 1v1 in OU. Could either Buttering Bulwark it, or it could even do some extremely fun stuff, such as the Breaking Swipe sets. So that Gouging Fire is automatically the scariest thing on the field, in my opinion. So there is that. So that is something that we definitely have to worry about here. The Comfey is pretty cool. I also like Comfey a lot from Rolling's side here, as if that Zong and that Moth go down, is such a good sweeper with that priority Draining Kiss. So one thing I really like that Junk World does, by the way, is make everything stellar that's not the ones that can potentially Terra. So that Terra Flying Moth and Terra Grass Hydrapple. I guess he just forgot for the Drapple because the Moth's the only thing that can fly. So Terra Flying Moth is interesting. I'm assuming that is to make Gouging Fire's job a little more annoying. It just clicks Dragon Move, I guess, is what you have to do. It definitely forces a couple of 50-50s. So there's that. And then from Northern Electrode's side here, Lucre, I believe the only thing that can even Terra on Lucre's team is that, it is that Ogerpon. So the Ogerpon, we don't really have to look too much at those Terras. We know it can happen. That's a nasty turn 1 crit. I mean, it probably won't matter because of regen, but, that is a nasty turn 1 crit. Hurricane, no? I guess that's just to go back into Aloe. Excuse me? What is this? There's the Burning Bulwark. Interesting. So we do see it, but we see EQ, not Headlong Rush. Morning Sun is bad. Morning Sun was always bad there. I don't see why you don't just stay in the Moltres. Even if Moltres has no flying move. Why do Moltres not have a flying move? Why are we... That was just a complete misplay of the Gouging Fire. Gouging Fire was so strong this game, and it's just gone now. Alright, this thing's just gonna Terra Rock, and it's just gonna Cudgel, and it's just gonna kill. Okay, I guess banking on a speed tie there. Maybe no switch in. I think you can just go Bronzong for free. And if you want to Scout Knock, you can go something else. Stomping Tantrum is kind of crazy. It's a crazy option versus a Bronzong that could very easily be Levitate. And Gyro Ball is a lot here, so no knock. So yeah, I don't think that was ever correct to... I don't know about sacking the Moth there. I think Moth still had a lot of value. And that was just a really weird play with the Ogre. So in comes the Muck. Goes for Fire Punch here. Okay, interesting. Again, Knockoff I think is always better. I don't see any reason why Knockoff wasn't clicked there. Even Toxic is cool. I guess we don't know if Toxic is had there. But if you do have Toxic, I think Toxic is always the correct play. And guys, I know I am definitely a bit critical of some of the gameplay, but I do want, you know, the league to generally level up in terms of play. And, you know, I want people to, like, I want to be honest with, like, what I am saying. I want to make sure that I am giving my honest opinion and review of every battle. So if you are listening, I'm just kind of thinking my thoughts out loud. And there's the Moonblast, so 38%. So the Moonblast here is good. I like Moonblast. Another example of just attack where they cannot defend. Moonblast hits pretty much everything except for that Zong. So I could Surf here, but I think you Moonblast regardless. Because even if Zong comes in here, there's no reason to overpredict. Because if the Aloe gets to live for whatever reason, and then comes the Zong, which makes sense. So 12% here. You get the special attack drop, which is fine. I think you... Muck just comes in. I don't think there's any reason for Muck not to come in here. Yep, that's the correct play. Muck should knock here. Or go for Crunch. Or go for Dark Move. Muck goes for Fire Punch. No reason to go for Fire Punch there. He's always going to switch this in. If you have any reason to believe that Tusk is coming in, go for some move that does something more to Tusk than Fire Punch. I get maybe Burn Fishing, but I don't think that's ever the correct play. And there's that EQ. So yeah, you're just getting free EQs off. I still don't get Surf, so that's not Torrent. So that tells me this thing's Liquid Voice, which is interesting. Torrent just based off like the damage that Moonblast did. So this thing probably is a Sound move. I don't get what Sound move it has, but I'm thinking maybe Psychic Noise if I'm the opponent here. Which, by the way, if this thing's just Liquid Voice just because it's the hidden, don't select that unless there's a reason for it. If you have Torrent here, Torrent's a guaranteed 2-co now, and you're in such a better position to just spam Moonblast with Prim every time you get it in. This thing, by the way, if you kill it here, which do we kill? We do kill. Crit might have mattered. I don't know if it necessarily did. Because, it was like 24. Could have been a roll. But Comfey wins now. So this thing comes in. What does this click here? I'm kind of curious as to what this clicks. We've only actually seen Fire Punch. Poison Jab. Okay. Get the Poison. So it's Poison Touch. Yeah. I mean, okay. So he was also going for Poison Touch. I think you go for whatever Dark move then. Alright. So Poison Jab here. We now see another Poison Jab. I don't really know what this Muck is here to do. Go Comfey here. What does Aloe do to Comfey that stops Comfey from just CM sweeping? Comfey wins now. Sacking the Ogre Pawn. I guess that makes sense if you want to get Comfey in for free. But now, that was your best, like, Chien-Pao. What is this going to do? Fire Punch the Chien-Pao? Yeah, that's doing nothing. You're burnt, and that's not stabbed. That's never a good play. And this is Scarf Hurricane. Oh, so that's why it swapped out on the Tusk earlier. I can get that now. But Gouging Fire was not the switch. It was like Prim. Prim is the switch. And then you double back into this. Like, this could have came out so long ago. And just clicked buttons. In comes the Prim. And now you Moonblast, Moonblast, Moonblast. So, yep, just another example of them being open. I still don't get why we aren't seeing the Comfey come out here when this is a perfectly... This game's over. The moment Comfey sets up 1 CM. And Prim is going to kill the Aloe here. So now comes in the Tusk, which You just sack this thing. Rapid. I love the attempt on rapid spin there, but yeah, because I guess you just lose to Moltres Scalar afterwards, right? If it's Scarf. Though you do have to bank on it hitting a couple Hurricanes, and if you kill it there, I think you win with Hydrap. No, it probably loses. Okay, so I understand the play there, and you actually live, which is kind of cool. But that damage matters because you just get priority draining kiss, so it doesn't even matter. Yep, okay. And Comfey is just going to win regardless here. But yeah, I think setting up a Comfey, you could have maybe lost a couple less mons. Double Scarf. He probably doesn't know about Triage, I'm assuming. Kind of forgot about that. Oh wow, a lot of stuff here. Comfey's ability. Yeah. Bronzong almost walled. Bronzong should have lost to the Gouging Fire. I guess it was heat proof, right? So never mind. I don't get why there was no knock on the Muck. So we do see a win here because Comfey just wins endgame regardless. I think this game could have been played cleaner from both ends. But yeah, not the worst. I don't know. Game was not the cleanest, but we do see a winner from the team that has the Comfey here. So yeah, a little bit of a cleaning around the edges could have been done that game. Good watch though, close game. Could have gone either way depending on how the gameplay went, and that's always a good thing. So next, I think we're going to go into what I believe is Kingston Builder. Did Kingston Builder end up happening? Actually, that might have been an FFL. Let me check. Kingston Builder is... that's only that's PDL. Do I get a notif? Okay. Oh, you know what? It might have been in here. Did that where I was told? Yes. Okay. FFL. So no Builder FLR game versus Kingston. So therefore, we are going to be going right into the final game of this pool, which is Lucre versus Plays Only Optimal. I believe that's up a little bit. Let me just give me a minute to find it. Lucre Plays Only Optimal. Awesome. Cool. So here we see the battle. Let me just double check a couple things here. So from Lucre here, from Lucre's side, Terra Volk and Terra Crook are both back again. So the double Terra is obviously something to worry about. Sneasler and Gliscor, I believe, are also both here. So there are 4 potential Terra captains on the field. I don't think I've said that yet today. So that's cool. Always gotta love your Terra captains here. Golden Go kind of loses here. Golden Go looks bad. This matchup looks really scary for Plays Only Optimal from this view. I think Lucre's in a really good position to take this game. So we'll see it happen. I believe currently it looks like Lucre's game to lose, especially depending on the Terras. Alright. Terra Poison Moth? Am I seeing that right? Yeah. Terra Poison Moth. Not a fan. Would have rathered something to hit the Gliscor. I guess to prevent Sneasler. But I think you prevent Sneasler regardless as Moth. I guess maybe toxic stuff. I don't know. Again, not a big fan of that. And the Crook is also Terra Poison. So that I could understand to beat Sneasler. I don't necessarily agree with it on Volk. Plays on the optimal side, we see a Terra Flying Sneasler, which makes sense to me. Terra Flying Acrobatics, so that you could beat a Hariyama, especially after the item loss. All that makes sense to me. And, what's the other one? It is the Gliscor potentially, and the Gliscor is Terra Poison, which makes sense. No, sorry. Gliscor's Terra Dragon. To beat Volk. I like that, actually. And it also beats Palafin. That's cool. I like that. I like that. I like that. It does mean you are a little pulp weak, but I'm assuming we are gonna... Whoa! Toxic Spikes. That's big. We're gonna see a defog here, which means this is gonna do nothing. This major Fizz Death Rocky Helmet. Jeez. Now we just see Brave Bird and kill this. That's really good, but now... Gliscor comes in? No. Colossal comes in. It should. Claim a kill on this. But yeah. So Gliscor, sorry, Sneasler being dead is big for Lucre. I do think Lucre has like a lot of stuff for Sneasler, so I don't know how much it would have helped, but that is in the end always big. I'm assuming we're seeing some sort of Spadef Umbreon to handle the Pult, so I would definitely be prepared for that if I'm Lucre. I guess that's one thing that Toxic Terra Poison Volk can do, is it can Terra Poison so it doesn't get toxicked by a Umbreon, and it can set up on it, which is something you could potentially see here. And Taunt is nice so you can't... Ooh, hit my hand there, sorry. Taunt is nice because you can't Roost. That's always going to be a big help. In comes the Crook. Crook is going to Knock here, which Knock at this point does not matter. And taunting this so it can't, like, do anything funny is also nice. So now, here comes the Corv. I'm assuming this eats... Okay, Knock is nice. Rocky Helmet off of Corv is nice. I like to see that. Taunt so it can't IDEF or Roost. Both good, but both big. Knock again as it U-turns. At this point, I'm thinking I want to get out of here. So you just go Umbreon. Always here. Yep. U-turn does 18 from a specially offensive Pult. So that seems about right for a Spadef Umbreon. Protect Tier just to get some poison damage off. Knock is the scene. So your Knock Absorber is Gliscor. And Drain Punch comes in predicting something. I don't know exactly what. Now this thing has Force to Protect. I don't think there's any reason not to go hard Gliscor here. And not try and Wish Pass into it. Oh, what's that all about? Oh, is that a friend? I don't know what the reaction to that is. Weird. So Knock, the lefties come off. This thing does not need to worry about Knock, by the way. This is like your Knock Absorber. I think this thing should have came in way earlier. Why is there an beginning of every single turn? Okay, Terra Dragon. Terra Bug. What are we talking about, Terra Bug? Who's Terra Bug? Yo, what is this guy on about, bruh? Anybody know about that? What's this guy yapping about? I don't know about that. This thing is so good, by the way. This Terra Dragon Gliscor set is really awesome. Just taunts his Corv, yeah. Geez, staying in with this is nice. The only thing is that it cannot beat Corv 1v1. But, that's okay. Now you go, in comes the Volk. So this thing's got a Terra Poison. So it can't be Toxic, and it's gonna QD. Which gets Foul Play. Okay, cool, cool. And Synchronize. Whoa! That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Oh my. And it's Boots too. That's so unfortunate. Oh, and this thing just walls now. Oh no. Oh, and the red card. Oh no. Wow. Is that one of the most... That's an unfortunate series of events, by the way, if you're Lucre. Because that was your opening. It was a great idea to try and rip some stuff down so that that Palafin wins late game. Wow. Wow. And you can't even, like, I would have cleared... You could have cleared T-Spike maybe even with Volk. Jeez. That's crazy. That was our friend trolling. I got you. Okay. Well, Wave Crash is going to collect a kill here, which is fine. You don't need that thing at all. And in comes the bundle. And here comes the Freeze Dry. One! And Freeze Dry is so spammable right now, by the way. I mean, you just... Acrobatics. Nice! Another Acrobatics, one of these guys. Only seen that a couple of times now. Another Acrobatics. That kills is crazy. Dude, what is this set? What are the EVs on this thing? I mean, you win now. It's over. Bundle gets a nice, like, whatever. Does it, like, get 6 kills here? Is this a full... Yep, bundle kills everything game. There it is. So, awesome. Oops, sorry. I really like the Terra Dragon Gliscor this game. I think that was a fantastic play. I like the red car on the coal. That was really nice versus the Volk. That burn, that synchronized burn was crazy. I mean, unfortunate as hell, but that was crazy. So again, some fun stuff that game. I always like seeing some fun stuff. So is that it for this? Yes. So we're going to move right on to Pool D, which is only 2. So we're almost done here, guys. See if we can stick to the end. By the way, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like on the stream. It helps out a lot. Helps grow the channel, and, you know, we'd like to grow the channel here, considering, you know, we're getting a little small, but that's okay. So we have, I Know I Face the Great Tusks, and we have, I believe, what's going to be Nature's Warriors versus the Menacers, and Typhlosions versus the Drapions. We're going to start off with Nature Cause versus Ace, aka the Warriors versus the Menacers. So I'm going to look for that match. Which, let's see. This looks like this week, so that's probably earlier. Relatively early battle here. Ace versus Dawnler. That should be the one. Okay, so this is going to be Nature Cause versus Ace. Pretty cool stuff here. So we do see a interesting team from Ace here. Has no Iron Treads, I am seeing immediately. Which I think makes somewhat sense. I don't know for certain, though. Terra Entei and Terra Enamorous are here, which means that you have a little bit of Terra gaming. And do I see both Terra? Oh, no Hoopa. So 3 out of 4 Terra captains are here. No Blastoise. I like the team that we have from Ace's side. I just like the way that team looks. Like, they look like a bunch of oddballs together, but that's a bunch of good mons. People don't really want to talk about that. Assuming Electrode without Terra is worse. But I don't think it looks awful this game. King Gambit kind of does well versus it, but King Gambit loses to Mienshao. 240 attack, 200 special attack, little speed bundle. So booster is speed. Gotcha. I was wondering how that booster speed happened. That's a fun bundle set. And then for the opponent here, so we see no Terra Hoopa, we see no... team looks pretty normal. Yeah. Nothing unusual here. Alright, so let's go right into it. Ah! Terras! Let's talk about the Terra here. So we have Terra. Is that Terra Bug and Amorous? Chat, there's the Terra Bug. That's a Terra Bug and Amorous. What is the Terra Bug and Amorous doing here? What's that all about, huh? Is that so that you resist? Is that so that you resist both of Steezler's stabs? Why not Terra Poison? Maybe Terra Bug. Terra Bug is the fun option. Chat, there's a Terra Bug on the field. And then Terra Normal on the Entei makes sense. And then from the perspective of a King Gambit, it is a Terra Fire King Gambit. Okay. Endure. Endure? Endure, huh? Endure. Endure. Okay, Hitmonlee dies. Right into the Stomping Tantrum. This thing's Misty, obviously. You can always tell which ability this is. It has 3 abilities, but 2 of them proc, and the third one doesn't. And Sludge Wave causes you to go down. Okay. So, relying more on this Terra Bug Enam, which comes in EPs, I'm assuming. Psychic works too. Makes sense for Sneasler. Is this Terra Bug? Are we about to see Terra Bug? Oh. Guys, you know how bad I wanted to see Terra Bug. Acro's weird here. I would have switched. I don't think there's any reason to keep this thing in. I guess, you know what? I guess you burned your seed here. You're not doing anything. D-Bond is a bad play. Just click buttons, bro. SD. There we go. Now that's some fun stuff. Ace really brought some fun tech this week. We're going to see Volt Switch on the Gambit. Oh, it's not Gambit. It's Zoro. And we're going to see... Here comes the real Gambit. Darts. Do we see a Willow here? Sucker Punch failed. Here comes the Will-O-Wisp. And there it is. You have to Terrafire there. You only have 1 Terramon. You're Terrafiring always versus this thing. You're not trying to get Willowed. And you click Katow. And that is your only win opening, I believe, gone at this point. And geez, that Enamorous is strong. Let's Specs Enamorous, probably. Terra Bug! Terra Bug Edam! So it doesn't die to Thunderous. Ooh! Do you live? Ooh! Yo! Special attack plus Terra Bug? Bring this thing in is interesting. I guess your best switching. Bitter Malice. Dang. Knockoff kills. Guys, we got to see a Terra Bug Enamorous work. Does he just say he was running 5 Scarfs? Scarf? No, it wasn't Scarf. Was the opponent... 4 Scarves. 4 Scarf. No, that wasn't Scarf. What do you mean 5 Scarfs? Bro, this wasn't Scarfed. That was potentially Scarfed. That wasn't Scarfed. That wasn't Scarfed. That might have been Scarfed. That might have been Scarfed. I see 3. I count 3 Scarves. Was talking about the opponent? Because that could have been Scarfed. No, that was Specs. That could have been Scarfed. I count 4 Scarves total. Between both teams. What do you mean 5 Scarves? I don't like to see lies spread around here. I want truth tellers only. That's what I want. And now we're going to go into the final. The finale. Will this be the best battle of them all? Will Abring versus Hydrogen be the battle of the week? Or will it go to Wonder Room game? I think Wonder Room game is going to be what I consider it. So we are looking for Abring. Abring, I think it's towards the bottom here. Abring Blobfish. Bum, bum, and the finale here. Alright. Let's see what happens here. So we see pretty much the 3 HO support mons plus Corv, and then the 2 attacks setup here. Versus Blobfish here, who is bringing some of these stronger core. Interestingly enough, we do see pretty much this full team here. We see a very strong team put on the field. Aloe is great. Not really. I think Aloe's kind of bad this game, if I'm being completely honest. Same with Tentacruel. I think they're both... I mean, I like Tentacruel better towards Glim as a T-Spike absorber. Fizdef is kind of cool. I'm not a big fan of Aloe this game. I think the offense here is really what we're looking for. I really only like Lando this game. Honestly, this game does not look amazing for Blobfish. I think a lot of the team is weak to the opposing team. So let's see what our Terras are before we make our full judges here. So Abring has a Terra Fairy Urshifu Dark and a Terra Steel Flygon. And then Blobfish has a Terra Dark Lando Eye, which I believe is the only Terra captain that came this week, right? Oh no, the Ments. Ments Terrafire. Okay. So those are potential Terra. So I'm assuming we're going to see Magma Storm here. So oh no, sets up rocks in exchange. So I'm assuming we are going to see a Rapid Spin later, and Magma Storm is just going to eliminate the Galvantula. So Galv is now gone. Webzern probably not permanent. In comes the Flygon. Aloe and this thing just DDs. So Aloe is going to eat that DD easily. Nice. Go for a Scald Burn. Can it get it? No. Another DD. I'm assuming we're going to Fisher another Scald Burn. We see a flip turn. Okay, expecting a switch. I can get that. Now the Lando comes in. Lando is going to tank a superpower. I'm assuming they were predicting the Terra there. I don't think there's any reason to predict a Terra. There's no reason for Lando Eye to Terra here. And Missile Focus Blast. I guess because Levitate. Yeah. So you have to click Focus Blast there. Terra Fairy. Did I just get that wrong? Oh, this thing is 4th, not 3rd. So it is Terra Fairy. And there was super no reason to go for superpower there. Terra Fairy. Oh, that's another unfortunate miss. That sucks. You live a thing there. I guess he wants that to save. In comes a T-Spike here. I think you flip turn into... I guess he doesn't want to get T-Spikes up. Maybe he's not Rapid Spin on the Cruel. EP. Yep, makes sense. Lando comes in and now loses speed because of the Terra, which sucks. And just EPs. Okay, makes sense. So now is your time. Clicks Focus Blast. No, you save this. He must not have Rapid Spin. And he misses there. Oof, man. He must not have Rapid Spin, because that's the only reason I could see him playing the way he does here. Drill Peck doesn't do too much. Flip turn here, comes in. So do we see Lando come out here? We do. Lando is just going to click. Oh, wow. Focus miss, dude. Focus miss. Some big focus misses here. 3 focus black misses. That is tough. Indeed it is. Lando is getting benched next time. Okay, there's a Temper Flare. Okay. That's not going to do much, though, because of the IDEF. This thing is Roost, which is kind of interesting. So could you hypothetically... No. Okay. I guess. No! 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 What are we doing? No, you don't sack that there. You roost. You roost twice, then DD again. And you win the game. It's over. Man. Now Immortal spins. It gets rid of the rocks, and you're just drowning in the webs. Man. I think you could have won there, honestly, with the Ments. I'm not a big fan of how the Ments was played there. Tentacle comes in. Clear Body. Freeze Dry, it lives. Easy. And knocks. So this is not Rapid Spin. I don't get not bringing Rapid Spin, by the way. You're facing a team with, like, hella hazards. And you did not bring Boot Spam, quite clearly. In fact, I don't think a single mon on this team is Boots. So, I don't get the point of not bringing Hazard Control if you're not going to bring Boot Spam. And you're going to bring, like, Tentacruel. There's the Rapid Spin. Okay, no. What? This should have come out so long ago. This should have spun so long ago. I'm not a big fan of how this game was played from Blobfish's end. If I'm being entirely honest with you. In comes Qianpao, breaks the veil and kills. This game's not at all over, by the way. This game could very much just be something Qianpao ruins. Nice to get... Okay, Qianpao, wait. Qianpao's in a state to win here. Okay, Wish. Protect. DD on the Flygon. Ah. Now it's over. Now it's over. Ooh, wait, Scald? Scald burn, Scald burn? Nah, okay. Do we see Sucker on the Chien-Pao here? There's the superpower. Ah, it is over. Okay, so GG's, both ends. It was definitely not over there. It was probably some sort of choice Chien-Pao based on the switch there. So highly unfortunate. So yes, very, very unfortunate there. But, I think this game could have been played a little better, despite the hacks. Focus Blast missing a few times definitely did help. Might have affected the mental a little bit. But I think the focus misses could have been avoided. I think Spin could have came out earlier. I think the Mence was played a little poorly. And I still don't actually get the Flygon entirely either. Why Superpower was played into the Lando. So there are definitely some things that made me scratch my head a wee bit there from both ends. But shoutouts to Abring for winning. Good game on both ends. So this week's game of the week is going to go to that Wonder Room game from the beginning. If you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure you left a like and subscribed. And I will see you next weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.